Sure, we could do the same old pulled pork. Why not? That's fine. But why do the same thing over and over again when you can do this? So we're doing a Korean barbecue inspired smoked pork butt. It's gonna have big time flavor. It's gonna be super juicy. It's gonna pull apart with ease, and you're gonna get to experience some bold flavors that you're gonna love. Now check out this pork butt down here. We have almost a 9-pound pork butt here. It's $3.79 a pound. In my opinion, the best bang for the buck when it comes to barbecue is a pork shoulder. You can feed a lot of people. This thing will probably take about 8 hours to cook. And we're gonna marinate this pork butt in gochujang. It's actually pronounced gochujang. It's a Korean spicy fermented pepper paste. It's used in soups, stews, sauces, barbecue marinades. It's savory, it's a little bit funky in the best possible way. It's got a little bit of sweetness. It can be very spicy if you're not careful. Check the temperature rating on the back. I go for the medium one. And essentially it's fermented soybeans mixed with hot pepper flakes, barley, sweet rice flour, and salted water. Now before I put that gochujang on there, I'm actually gonna cut myself some very thin pork steaks. On these big pork butts like this that take all day, I like to cut a few little steaks off, cook them with eggs for breakfast. Everyone loves these. They cook really simple with just some salt and pepper in a pan, do some eggs on the side. And then what you want to do to prepare your pork butt is go ahead and take a knife and score the fat cap. Just go down to the surface of the meat. You don't need to cut too far in. And what this is going to do in a moment is allow us to get that marinade down into the fat so it gets down and penetrates into the meat. This is going to help that fat render as well. So just slice it like that, crosshatch, bust them open like you see here, and then throw down a big scoop of the gochujang and start rubbing it into the surface. Like I said, get it down into the fat, rub it all through. You want to get a lot of this on there. I'm going to do 1 scoop per side and just rub it all in as good as you can. And then you want to cover this loosely with some saran wrap. Put it in the refrigerator overnight. 24 hours is even best. And at a minimum, you're going to need about 4 hours of marinade time on there. The longer you let it go, the deeper and richer that flavor is going to be. So I recommend 24 hours if you can plan ahead. And as far as your smoker goes, it doesn't really matter what kind of a smoker you have. Set the temperature to 275 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're using a pellet smoker like I am, I'm using some hickory pellets today. I want a nice, strong smoke to go with the very forward, strong gochujang on there. Big time flavors is what we're trying to get out of this today. And we're gonna cook this thing, like I said, for up to 8 hours. We want a finishing temperature of around 200 degrees Fahrenheit. That pork butt needs to be super tender. When you put a probe in there, it should go in and out like melted butter. And hey, once your smoker's up to temperature, go ahead and get your pork butt in there. I'm putting mine about the center rack of my smoker. And then right underneath that, I'm gonna put a foil pan to collect any of the drippings. And we're gonna close this door and we're gonna let that pork butt do its thing for 6 hours. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna spray it or do anything. I wanna build up a real nice bark on there. We'll come back in 6 hours, of course, to check on it, probably wrap it in foil at that point. So we'll come back in 6 hours and show you how it's looking. I can't wait. And while that pork butt's smoking away, we're gonna make a real quick and simple Korean barbecue sauce. I got this recipe from Joshua Weissman. It's 1/4 cup of gochujang, 3 tablespoons of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of mirin, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of honey, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and 2 cloves of crushed garlic. Bring it up to a simmer over medium-low heat, and let it simmer for about 5 minutes, and then take it off to cool down, and then you're good to go. And 6 hours has flown by. Let's get this door open and take a look at that smoked pork butt. A lot of that red color, of course, is from the gochujang, but also from the smoke. So we're temp probing here about 160, 170. At this point, I want to get this out of here, and we're going to wrap it in 2 layers of foil. And before I do, I want to give you a quick look here. That's that fat cap. Look at all that juice running down. It's almost completely rendered off of there. And yes, by the way, that little chunk is for me. I'm going to sneak a bite of that. And the reason I'm wrapping it up is I want to speed up the cooking process. Now, a lot of people ask, should I use butcher paper? Should I use foil? What do I prefer? On pork, I prefer foil, but if you want to do butcher paper, that's fine. What I'm really after is speeding up this process, kind of steaming it in its own juices. I'm not so concerned about bark, you know, like you would on a brisket. I just want super tender, pull apart, pulled pork. That's why I do it in the foil. But if you want nice crunchy bark, you could do it in butcher paper, no problem. So this is gonna go back in the smoker, and I'm gonna turn that temperature up to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, again, to help speed this up. If you're not in a hurry, you could leave it at 275 degrees. And now here's the secret. So you wanna let it cook until it's probe tender. What do people mean when they say probe tender? When you put your temperature probe in, it should go down into that meat as if you were putting it into warm butter. That happens somewhere around 200 degrees Fahrenheit, but you can see I've gone way over in some places. Some places it's less, like 194 degrees. You have to use your sense of feel here to truly know when that thing is going to pull apart tender. Once you've got it nice and tender where you like it, you're going to want to let that rest loosely covered in your foil for an hour or 2 hours. The longer you let it rest, the better. That means the juices are actually going to pull back into the meat and you won't have dry pulled pork. I've let mine rest about an hour and I'm still going to need gloves. I'm putting on 2 layers of gloves. You can see the steam still coming off of that thing. So once you've got it, what you're going to do is just give it a little tickle here, a little jiggle, and then you should be able to pull out that shoulder blade bone, no problem. It'll pull back. All the meat will pretty much just fall right off of it. You'll see here that little chunk that just pulls off. Nice clean bone. That's how you know you did a good job. This smoked pork butt has great color. It's got a nice smoke ring, and it literally just falls apart between my fingers. You know, you want to make fast work of this. You'll use a couple forks, or maybe you've got those bear claws, but you really don't need them. It pulls apart with your hands. It smells amazing, and I'm just going to go ahead and get this shredded up into a pile. Have myself a little pitmaster snack here, nobody's going to know. And then let's put it all into the foil. It's all going back into those juices. And now let's get it inside and build ourselves a sandwich. Our smoked pork butt is done. It's super tender, nice and juicy. It smells real nice and smoky. Let's build this 2 ways. The first way is a lettuce wrap. This is Boston lettuce, but you could use your favorite kind of lettuce, doesn't really matter. Take some of that homemade Korean BBQ sauce we made. Spread that out. Sprinkle a few sesame seeds. And then a little bit of kimchi. This is available nowadays in most grocery stores. This happens to be a local company, so a free shout out to them. Cleveland Kimchi. It's spicy, it's got cabbage, it's got peppers, almost like a spicy sauerkraut. So I'll put some of this in. A little bit of that smoky, delicious pulled pork. It's got my mouth watering. And you just take it, stuff it all in there, and wrap it up. You can eat it just like that. And the second way, lightly toasted sesame seed bun. A little bit of Duke's mayo on the bottom bun so our kimchi doesn't make it real soggy. Nice healthy scoop of the kimchi. Nice slather of the barbecue sauce on the top bun. By the way, this sauce does need to be heated up or served at room temperature. It thickens into almost a paste when it's cold. I've got your smoked pulled pork, that right on there. And there you have it. It's not your same old tired barbecue pulled pork. You can switch it up a little bit by rubbing it down with that gochujang. And now you got something spectacular to serve your family and friends. I'm going for a bite of the lettuce wrap. Here we go. Those flavors are really complex. Spicy, sweet, earthy. The pork is smoky and tender and juicy. And I'll tell you what, if you like what I did with this pulled pork, Check out one of those two videos right there. It's a different way to do it again, and I'll see you over there.